Schneider, please.
Shalom. Ned, who's been writing comments on the recordings that Yisroel may have been making, he asked about kook and breast. We talked about this, and there's a lot to talk about. נחman is tremendous, tzaddik emes, and Rav Kook was a very, very big person. It's very good to talk about these two tzaddikim. And Ned was saying, Rav Kook was closer to Chabad. It's true, as far as his family was concerned. He came from a Chabad family, but I would like to mention Rebbe Steinman, who was a tremendous, tremendous person. He was a journalist, and he was very involved in Hasidus. He was a very, very smart man, and he understood. Not everybody who writes about Hasidus understands about Hasidus. You have to have a certain or haneshama. And then Rebbe Steinman had it. He has a whole series, Be'er HaChasidus, where he tried to modernize, Hasidic ideas for the modern world. And I wrote a whole book on this, Rebbe Nachman. I'm sorry to say I haven't really learned it. I'm a bad boy. I do tshuva. Next time I get my hands in it, I haven't seen it for many years, but I'll try to learn it. He tried to write a shichtuv of Likutim Aram, because Likutim Aram who can, a modern person, he gives up to him. He can't do anything with it. He tried to, make it more understandable. And he says on the very last page of that says the Kisser Rebbe Nachman, Eliezer Steinman says everything Rav Kook wrote stems from Rebbe Nachman. So this Ned, try to get your hands in the sefer. It's a very important sefer. See what Eliezer Steinman wrote. There's no question that Rav Kook was very, very, very influential Rebbe Nachman. But I want to talk about one thing I've been focusing on. Many, many things to talk about. Yisroel, are you hearing me?
Yeah.
Okay, there's many things to talk about, but recently I've been sending out emails. Now if you send your email, we'll send it to you. We're sending emails about this thing of dialogue. We know that the Tesker of Schneer of the Adi, the Alter Rebbe, they came to speak to the Vilna Gaon. Imagine if they would have sat for 3 hours and spoke to the Vilna Gaon. Imagine if we would have a transcript of a conversation between Mendel Vitebska and the Balatanya on one side and the Vilna Gaon on the other side. It would be very, very, very enlightening. Unfortunately, the meeting didn't take place because the Vilna Gaon refused to speak to them. He jumped out of the window and ran away. Another story. Rebbe Nishim Mishan, the Talmud of Rabbeinu Yitzchak Balataysis, the grandson of Rashi, great-grandson of Rashi. The Balataysis was not the Taisis of Shas, it was coming from the Taisis of Shas. He came to Israel, right? He's very someone at Israel. We don't get to say exactly what he did. He came to Talmidei Chachamim, to live in Eretz Israel. They wanted to bring the Mashiach, we know that Bichel Miparis, he wanted to be matched with the Korban Pesach, the Kaftu of writes. In that case, he was an out-of-there. You mean I called the Seder?
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah.
What?
We're here. Keep talking.
Okay. It happened whenever it was, in the year 12, whatever. He was there, of Shimshon Nishan lands in Alexandria. He's 100 kilometers away from Rabbeinu Avram ben Rambam. Rabbeinu Avram ben Rambam writes in a sefer called Mechemes Hashem, I think. He said, why did he come to visit me? Of Shimshon Nishan, with a couple of hundred, Bita B'nei Chachamim, are 100 kilometers away, whatever it was, from Alexandria to Cairo. It would have been a very, very, very interesting conversation if Rabbi Shimshon Mishan is representing the school of Rashi and the Rambam's son would have sat and talked for 3 hours about Hashkofa and understanding the Shas. There would have been a tremendously interesting conversation, but it never took place. Why? Because he wasn't interested. I'm trying to say there's certain tzaddikim, they say, I have my Messiah, I have my emes. The Vilna Gaon says, I have my emes. I'm not so interested in hearing what the Baal Shem Tov's Messiah is. I'm not interested. And Rabbi Shimshon Mishan says, I'm not interested in hearing the Rambam's Messiah. It's true, he has Messiah, which goes back to the Migash, it goes back to the Rig. I am not interested. I have my own Messiah. Okay. But there's other tzaddikim who are very interested in dialoguing. Rabbi Nachman. Rabbi Nachman told his student, Rabbi Nosson, every time he comes to Uman, he has to talk with Hirschberg. Hirschberg is not because what? No, you have to hear the other side. It's important to you. It's important to your emunah to hear what the other guy, what this Ocha has to say. And Rabbi Nosson, before he died, he said there's Talmidim around him, who was surrounding his bed, 7, 8 Talmidim. He said, we're going to have to meet in the next world. Why? Rabbi Nosson had spoken hours and hours and hours to each one of them individually. Rabbi Nosson was a very ordinary person. He had two watches in front of him. Every minute by him was precious, but he had times when he would go to speak to his Hasidim. They wouldn't come to him because they didn't have time. They were worshiping Hashem. He had times, whatever it was, a few times a week, he would speak to this one, to Beryl, to Shmuel, whatever it was. But Nosson saying it's not enough. After all this talk, we're going to have to talk in the next. What is it talk? We know what it means, what the best of ideas are. The Rebbe's ideas, we've talked about it for hours. No. We'll have to keep on talking in the next world. That ultimate dialogue. That's what Martin Buber calls iron down, right? You have to be able to talk to the person for real, and that is, on a certain level, just like tzvi. Tzvi, you're talking to Hashem. Hashem doesn't answer usually. But when you're having a conversation with another human being, you're talking back and forth, and that's tremendously important. And that's what Rebbe says. You have to do it an hour a day. Like, Ram Steinhardt, with his friend, they met even in Yom Kippur for an hour to talk. Every single day they spoke for an hour. Okay? You familiar with me?
Yeah.
Okay. So, this is a tremendously important nekuda when we have kook. Is so much like Rabbi Nachman that he wanted to talk. It wasn't only to convince the other person. I want to hear where you're coming from because you're helping me. You're helping my neshama. Even if you're speaking out because you're helping my neshama because I can take it the right way and this will help me grow. And it's not like it's under yehuda. Yehuda is not a dialogue person, but yehuda was interested in dialogue. And everybody know he had his truth. He had to give over his truth and come on. He wasn't interested in anybody. He had his father's truth, and that was it. And that's the Kookniks today. They're very mobile. They have their truth. Out of ability aggressive, out of ability
Rabbi Schneider.
Yes, sir.
You say he had his truth. He had Rabbi Kook. I beg to differ you on this, but Rabbi Tzvi Yehuda censored and changed Rav Kook around, oddly and Shar, right in heck.
Wait a minute.
He had his own agenda, not only his father's agenda.
I'm willing to talk about that. But that's not what we're talking about now.
No, I just
point is, he had a
point. He wasn't a chauffeur of his father. He had his own agenda. He had a very big agenda.
No. He had absolute moon in his father. He saw it. The way to give it over, we have to change certain things. It was just a tactical move. It's a tactical move.
He changed the
like right
whole
now,
shita.
I'm making a shichtuva of Shlama Kalibach. I'm putting it on the email. I'm making a shichtuva of there. Certain people, you have to make a shichtuva. The Rebbe not. We don't want a shichtuva of what Rabbi Nachman said. We want to hear his words in Yiddish. Halavai Rav Nosson would have written his words in Yiddish. We want to hear the Baal Shem Tov's words in Yiddish because the Tzaddik Amos, when he speaks, we don't want any interpretations. We want to hear him exactly word by word. But a relevant person,
Rabbi Schneider,
yes, sir.
One word I'm mukhrach to say about that it's only a tactical move by Tzvi Yehuda. We have a letter that was just revealed very short while ago from Rav Kook, where he umetoev lo sovel et haneshama et ha'ishut shel hertzel. Now, Rav Tzvi Yehuda certainly knew this and censored it, and he put up he said he's Mashiach, he said many things.
Okay.
This is just a tactical.
Okay, so that means
completely uprooting Rav Kook and making his own agenda.
Father, he was super man. There was no, look, there's certain relationships between father and son. Otherwise, you have the relationship with my son. It's like there's certain relationships like the Friedrich Rebbe and his father, the Rashab. When you read what's going on between them, it's unbelievable. There's certain relationships between father and son, where the son is so dedicated to his father. The Frierdiker Rebbe would cry. He said, my father, the Rashab, was such a tremendous brain. Look who he produced. The Frierdiker Rebbe was a dunce compared to the Rashab, but he was so nachman to him. And the same thing with yehuda. Yehuda also knows he was a dunce compared to his father. But that's because of that he was totally nachman. But we're saying that he wasn't ready to hear something else. Buber said, we can't kill Eichmann. He was very, very upset that Ben Gurion was not ready to sit with him and talk. Should we kill Eichmann or shouldn't we kill Eichmann? Buber was a person who wanted to dialogue with the other person. That was his whole life. I want to hear what the other person has to say. He was dealing with Gershom Shalom, who was a very, very difficult person, without calling him any names, which he certainly deserves to be called many nasty names, Gershom Shalom. We're going into that. But he was sitting and dialoguing hours with Shalom and with Simon and with the whole Chevra. Why? Because they felt they have to talk, what is the future of the Jewish people? What can we do to help the Jewish people? And we have to exchange ideas. Okay. The key to that's the story. Rav Kook was a person who lived to talk to the other person, not to convince him, but to hear the Dvar Hashem which comes out of the mouth of Agnon or Brenner. In the Malamain Kotel.
Thank you, Rabbi Schneider.